Hello and welcome to Nanaba's Kitchen. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Today I am going to put together chicken stew with hard chicken, so you know it's going to be really juicy and absolutely delicious. Now we're going to pair that with rice, of course, and Ghanaian salad. I can't wait to put this together, so let's begin. And here are the ingredients for the chicken marinade. So we're going to blend it all together, and I have some shallots here. These are 3 shallots, just roughly chopped. And then I also have 2 chilies going in, and you can adjust that to your taste and your tolerance level. I also have some fresh thyme, but you can use dried thyme, of course. So I'm just going to remove the leaves right into the blender. And I have a rosemary. These are all important aromatics to bring amazing flavors and aroma to the chicken. Now you can't make chicken without ginger. At least not the way I was taught to cook chicken. And we have a tablespoonful of it. And I have 3 cloves of garlic going in as well. I have my homemade chicken bouillon. I'm going to use 2 of them. And I also have all-purpose seasoning going in. I'm just gonna pour everything into the blender. And here, of course, we need that licorice flavor we get from aniseed or fennel seed. So that's going in, that's fennel seed, and that's a half teaspoon of. And I have these white pepper that I just recently crushed that goes in. And here, this is going to bring us a seasoned heat taste profile, which I really love in my poultry. And of course, we need our salt. Last, certainly not the least, is our curry powder. Now I'm going to add a bay leaf to the chicken later on. All right, so here is that. I'm going to add just a tad bit of water to move those blades. Here's some more water, and that's enough. This type of chicken is very often referenced in the Ghanaian community as hard chicken because the meat is tough and yet it offers you more flavor in comparison with the broiler. It's also called the hen. And I rinsed the blender with half a cup of water and added it. And here we have 1 bay leaf joining the pot. Now you have to go in and make sure that you have massaged the aromatic blend of spices and herbs as well as seasonings into every piece of chicken. I'm getting a beautiful fusion of all the aromatics we put on this chicken here. It's wonderful. All right, so everything has been mixed in properly. We're going to let it sit for just about 30 minutes before we cook it. 30 minutes have passed, so it's time to cook the chicken. And you all know Sister Madame loves to streamline her cooking. Yes, I want nothing to obstruct my flow of peace and calm while I'm cooking. So yes, I have everything organized. My onions have been sliced and I'm currently working on my red bell peppers. Keep watching to see what I do with these beautiful array of vegetables. And you want to cook your chicken on medium heat for at least 30 minutes, especially if you opt to use the hen or the hard chicken, all right, because you want to give it time to slowly and efficiently absorb all those aromatic spices and seasonings we added to the chicken in that wonderful blend. And now your chicken should be looking like
The marinade has been integrated into it like nobody's business. It should be looking like it has absorbed every absorbent ingredient you threw at it. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is remove the chicken from the broth that's formed around it, or the stock, or both. And then I'm going to also strain this stock, because I want my stew to be super smooth today. So this is a very unnecessary step, but I'm taking it anyway. Even though it is an unnecessary step, you might find it useful, so keep on watching what I do with the debris I took out of, or strained out of, the stock. All right, so now we're going to fry the stew. All right, this is a fried stew, y'all. So you need a lot of oil to start with. You don't need to consume all the oil. So do not let all this oil make you fret, friends, okay? It's just a means to an end. So we fry the onions to begin with. My favorite culinary scent is grilled onions. Yes, and I'm getting that right now, so that makes me very happy, and I think it'll make you happy as well. Next thing we're frying is our peppers, including the chilies and the garlic. All we want is caramelization. Yes, and caramelization is my other favorite culinary technique. Yes, I have had people leaving comments and calling me the caramelization queen. I accept. Everything looks caramelized. Now let's go and fry the chicken in this very perfumed oil. Now what we want on the chicken is that golden brown color, crispy skin. Yes, we want that look. So however long it takes, I am frying on medium heat until I have reached that goal. And we are almost there, friends. Take a close look and yes, enjoy the scene. That chicken looks so good. And honestly, I went to taste, and before I knew it, like 2 or 3 pieces of the chicken were consumed by Sister Madame. Let's fry the next batch, friends. I'm enjoying the process, and I hope that you are doing likewise. Make sure you're leaving me a thumbs up. Yes, I ask that of you ever so kindly as a call to action, friends. So show your sister Madame some love. Now we're going to blend all of these caramelized ingredients as well as some fresh tomatoes. Came right off of the vine, doesn't get fresher than that. Now see what I didn't do with the strained debris from the chicken? Didn't throw it away. It is going to be incorporated into the stew. Let's blend till silky smooth. We're done blending, moving right along. Let's fry our tomato paste. Now, in the same oil we fried everything in, we're going to also fry the tomato paste in, all right? Because that oil is quite flavorsome. All right, so we're going to fry the tomato paste until they look like little beads or pearls, just like so. All right, and then we're going to add the blended ingredients. And to prevent wastage, I added half a cup of water to the blender to rinse it out and added it to the pot. All right, now you want to stir everything in so it is combined evenly. And yes, do not worry about all this oil, friends, because like I said in the beginning, we're not going to consume this oil. We're just using it to fry the stew because it is a fried stew. Now these are some cardamom pods, and these are the green kind. I added some curry powder. Here is smoked paprika for just a small kick of smokiness. Now here is some ground white pepper followed by some more all-purpose seasoning, and you can throw in a cube of chicken bouillon or beef, whatever kind of bouillon you like, even vegetable bouillon in place of that or as a substitution. And then stir everything in and allow to cook on medium heat. Most of the ingredients in here are already fried. We are not going to cook long, right? Because we've cut down the frying process quite significantly. So I have it on medium heat and I have thrown the lid on but vented it a little bit so it can fry without creating steam. While that's happening, I'm going to work on my quick, easy Ghanaian salad. So here are some lettuce. Lettuce are roughly chopped. They have been rinsed with some vinegar and lots of water. And look at how crunchy they look. Now, I also chopped up or cubed up some carrots. And I also have some chopped up cucumber going in, followed by some tomatoes. This salad is so quick and yet it is so fresh and juicy. It is very, very, very delicious and complements this very rich dish so well. You want to add some eggs. I also boiled up some chopped or cubed potatoes, russet potatoes to be specific. And now I'm adding my sliced up onions. Colorful, beautiful. And what is Ghanaian salad without your Heinz salad dressing? This stuff is good stuff. And because all you need is a small amount, at least that's all I want, all right? I want to lightly dress the salad. I don't want the salad to be swimming in the salad dressing, all right? All of the components of the salad will be coated lightly with the dressing. Now, I wish I had some Thousand Island dressing, my favorite, or a little bit of ketchup, because Ghanaians love to put ketchup on their salad. Anyway, it's still good. Into the fridge until we serve.
The stew has been frying for 25 minutes. Now it's good because I can see there's the oil on top of it. And do not fret about the oil. We are going to skim it off eventually. Now I'm going to add our broth. That thins up the stew. And then we're going to go in with the chicken. Okay. So the broth has thinned up the stew some, which is exactly what we want to do now. And that is also going to help rehydrate the chicken. So this is a good time to put the chicken in.
Time to skim all the oil off. We're done frying this stew. We can't fry it any further, friends. So all the oil is coming out now, and see how easy it is to skim it off. And the stew is pretty much oilless at this point. Well, we're going to throw the lid on and allow it to cook on low heat for about 10 minutes. And voila, that is all she wrote, friends. And look at that texture, silky smooth, and you see nothing but flavor. I know I do, friends. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves, friends. This is a very simple, very, very easy to put together kind of recipe, and I hope that you give it a shot. It is party stew. Yes, you can serve this at a party, any kind of party, or you can make it on any day, and have a party in your mind. Well, why not? Why not? I mean, really, enjoy your life, friends, and wear a smile every single day because life is good. Look at this rice. the perfect pairing for the scrumptious stew. And you need your eggs, friends. Yes, you need your eggs. And in Ghana, we have our chicken stews, and most of our stews are waakye stews with egg alongside it. All right, it's not only a Dorowet Ethiopian thing. You all know what I mean. Yes, if you don't, go and watch my Dorowet video and see the comments. And here is our salad. Oh boy, let me tell you all something, okay? This bite right here, this bite coming up right here, that bite was everything you also must experience. So give this recipe a shot. And this chicken was so well hydrated. That bite was so good, friends. Perfect texture. I love me hen. Thanks for watching, and make it a great day and have fun, especially in that kitchen. Thank you, beautiful person, for watching the video all the way to the end. Kindly leave me a comment and subscribe down below, and don't forget to share the video as well. Also, watch more videos. It is chop time, and here in Anaba's kitchen, chop time is always yes, friends. So pull up a chair. We are all friends and family here.